All right, can I Thwipp it? We are back. Here we are in the age of Corona, and we're finding a way to actually get better coverage on the show here.
Why not? It looks great. You look great.
Yeah, we're doing really well.
I feel like we never have to really hang out again in real life.
No, why would we want to hang out?
Yeah, who are people?
Like, they're just not, it's not the real thing anymore, you know? I don't know. It's kind of crazy, just the way like we've already slipped into the normality of this like insane situation we're in. But
Insanuation.
Insinuation.
Yeah.
Well, cool. So, have you been reading any books or anything?
Yeah, I read that whole Spider-Verse series.
Oh, sweet. So you got some books. What about watching some TV? What are we talking about today?
Dude, I watched Mad Black AF.
I watched that whole show too.
It's amazing.
It's really funny.
It's absolutely incredible.
I was actually, there was a minute when I was like, this is like exactly like Manus.
You're a dickhead, bro.
That's like what he keeps saying to like his kids.
Yeah, like, because he's like, you don't get it. He's not telling them.
He's like, what is the problem with this kid?
It's a great show because it really provides a lot of information that's left out that people either choose to not realize happened, or they fucking like just don't know because they're not educated on the fucking history of like, you know, black people being slaves in this country and how it can relate to the shit being ingrained in your genetics. The show is actually really heavy, along with along the line, same time where he's like making fun of like how acting the way that he's acting, and that is kind of a little, it's a little extra.
Yeah, but it's a cool setup. You know, we got Rashida Jones, who I enjoys work.
She's my favorite.
Yeah,
like if she wasn't taken, I'd be in here trying to be like, Rashida, do you want to go out sometime?
Yes,
like,
and her life too has been insane.
I want to go out with Rashida Jones.
Yes, obviously.
So bad.
Who doesn't?
Badly.
Who doesn't?
I mean, I think I want to the most though. But I'm not trying to be weird or creepy.
Yeah. Well, did you see actually that they announced that there's a Parks and Rec reunion that they're doing to raise money for?
Really? Corona.
Yeah, we're really getting into entertainment news. Should we just start with entertainment news, even before the theme song? Entertainment news. C-Duck 77, what up?
Yo. Benner Tisnai.
Benner Tisnai news. So yeah, apparently the whole cast of Parks and Recreation is getting back together on a Zoom, much like we're doing right now.
Really?
And
during COVID times.
That's what the story of the show is going to be too. It's going to be like, COVID, like Leslie Knope is like going crazy about COVID and wants to reach out to everyone. And so
I'm sure Leslie's going crazy over
Oh yeah. Yeah.
That's the type of character that she is.
Yes, I'm very interested to see how Ron Swanson is dealing it. He's probably doing like I am and getting meat delivered to my door.
He's definitely getting meat delivered.
He's probably living in that shack.
I bet he's built an entirely new shack.
Probably.
He's probably built like 107 things out of wood.
Oh yeah, because he's locked in. Yeah, he lives in like the Fortress of Solitude with like these crazy, like giant canoes of wood everywhere and stuff.
What a great show! That's a great show, man.
Really a good show.
Yeah,
just really a great show, man. Really just great. Such a good.
Really
so that's happening. I've got this new place that I'm hiking, man. As I told you last week, I'm hiking. I think it's called Dirt Mulholland or something like that. Okay. I go down the road and I cross Topanga Canyon and I go up the hill, cross the 8, I cross 42. No, I cross Topanga Canyon Boulevard right there at Dumetz.
Good for you.
Not at Dumetz. It's Mulholland and Topanga. So then I walk up the street right there through the cactus garden, if you know. And then like all of a sudden I'm just up there. And once you get to the top, there's like just a bench that you can like look out over everything, man. And I'm telling you what, it was insane.
Views.
Oh my God. It's like to me, it's
not
like
from the 6 though.
It's like, I went up there with one of my books today, Abraxas in the Earthman by Rick Veitch. It's one of the books I'll get to today. But I was sitting up there, I was reading that book. It's about intergalactic whales and pirates from Intergalactica.
Dude, intergalactic whales are tight.
She got Gwen Stace.
Fucking Gwen Stace, J. Scott Kiznai Viznai.
J. Scott Kizzy. J. Skizzy.
J. Kiznai variant. I didn't read
J. Scott variant. All right. Well, we're really getting ahead of ourselves here because right now we're doing a podcast, we're recording for Zoom, and we're doing Instagram Live. So we're really diversifying the feed. And I Thwipp it.
Well, I am. At least.
I don't have a drink, man. I messed up. And because we're live, I can't just be like, let's stop it here.
Oh, I feel like you kind of can, but I guess not, right?
Nah, you think you can? You think you can carry it? Maybe during the theme song.
I'll do my best. What if right now we both go get drinks during the theme song? I don't think you have time because you got to mix it the way you.
I gotta go downstairs. I mean, it's just ice and whiskey. That's not much to mix.
I gotta go outside.
Let's. You
want to try it?
Let's go to the theme song here.
Hijinks aren't worth it.
No, because then everyone's going to leave any momentum that we found.
Why would they leave instead of watch to see if we even complete the task?
Oh, if we can complete the task?
You're foolish if you leave.
All right,
You're foolish if you leave. Right? Let's do this. Play that theme song. I'm ready.
It's 35 seconds long, right?
I can do it. I just have to grab an IPA.
Okay, and I have to get ice and pour a glass of whiskey. So here's a theme song. Ladies and gentlemen, can I Thwipp it? We'll be right back.
Thwipp, surf, Eli surf. Spidey is the best. Norman is the worst. Thwipp, surf, Eli surf. Galactus look like chapstick. Norman is fantastic. Thwipp, surf, Eli surf. Turning for a look at all these brand new books. Thwipp, surf, Eli surf. And you know how we do. We love the MCU. We love it.
Back first. Easier task, that's why. See, 2 people left. Y'all are foolish. Everybody who stuck around, you're lit. This is for you. Woo! Kind of. Yeah, that was good. Go get a drink if you don't have one. I feel like the theme song didn't play. I didn't hear it.
Oh, it played.
It did?
It's only 30 seconds long,
There's no way I took longer than 30 seconds.
Yeah, you must have, dude.
No way. I didn't hear the theme song. I was back way before you. I was back like 10 seconds ago. From when
you breath and I don't even want to drink. Jeez, there's 3 people who stayed.
That's so lit. That's what I'm saying. Y'all are the real ones.
We're cool. We do interesting and eclectic.
No. We're not cool.
Oh, they're cool. Yes.
Yeah,
gotcha.
You guys are fucking cool.
I forgot you're one of the 3 though.
Ooh, so one person stayed.
Jurassic Jasic. Yeah, what up, dude? And Lame Jeremy.
We love you guys.
Yeah. Whew. All right. So after all that now, cheers, Manus.
Yeah.
Clinky.
That's a sick ass mug.
Mm-hmm. Only the sickest for my peoples.
Only the sickest of mugs, man.
All right, cool. So now we did the theme song and we're getting back into entertainment. Or are you trying to get some new books action? What are we doing?
I didn't even hear the theme song. I hope it played.
Oh, you want to hear? I heard it. I heard it.
You heard it.
Yeah. You took your headphones off, so you wouldn't have heard it.
That's true, I guess.
Yeah. Spidey is the best. Norman is the worst. I hate him. Thwipp.
That's the song, yeah.
It's a good song.
Should we get into some, not new, but new to you books? Not new, but it's new to you. They're books.
New books.
And they're not
new to us.
New to you.
New to us. New to us. New books. New books.
They're new in their books. Yeah.
That was good.
This J. Scott Campbell variant is very lit.
Okay.
Super Liz Nyru. You gotta love J. Scott.
And that's a new Gwen Stacy series that just hath begun.
Yeah. Damn, this light. It's good for my face, but it's bad for showing books inside of Mylars. Mylars.
Your Lars. Maybe your Lars.
Maybe your Lars.
That's your Lars.
Yeah, I haven't read this yet, but I collect it because I love Gwen Stacy.
Mm-hmm.
But, I'm super back on my books because there's like 107 things you got to try to do. Plus, you got to try to make money and like survive in the industry.
In the days of cholera.
And
or the days of Corona. Yeah.
Chirona. It's a new thing.
Kibosh.
It's a new but old. It's new and old.
Gotcha. I'm glad you really lined that out for us.
Yeah, you got to do something.
Nobody's watching on Instagram now. It's okay. And this stays here for an hour.
Good. They hate us.
Or for a couple days.
No one hates us.
Nobody hates us, man.
No one hates anyone.
We didn't do any hype this time because we weren't even sure we were even going to really do it.
Yeah, but here we are.
Yeah, but so, we're doing the podcast. We're doing it all.
What book did you read? Tell me about that book you showed me.
Oh, my God. It's amazing. Abraxas and the Earthmen.
Yeah.
It's in chapters almost. I think Rick Veitch did some work in heavy metal. So this might have appeared in some, it originally appeared somewhere else. I didn't read that, but I mean, it's literally the story of how whales are actually from space. And so we start
sort of like Star Trek 4.
Well, a little bit. Yeah. I wonder what if there's any type of correlation there. Yeah. Now it starts with this kid who's on a boat and the government's letting him
the hell was that green thing attacking that boat?
Well, yeah. It looks like a squid at first.
Yeah, but it's a sandwich?
Yeah, it's a sandwich. No, it's it turns out to be a fucking spaceship of space pirates. And so they attack the boat, wreck it, get the two guys out. And then it turns out that those, what looked like octopus legs are actually these kind of parachute tree kind of things.
Wow.
And so it's this tree spaceship where they go out into space and see they're carrying two whales out right here.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and Scotty's there be whales here.
Scotty?
That's just from Star Trek. But then he lands on this crazy planet, and then look what happens here.
They peel his face off.
Well, they replant his consciousness into this new creature, into this new thing. So he is now in a cocoon where he's being reborn.
What? That weird laughing cocoony thing?
That green cocoon, yeah.
Oh, that green. Okay.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Yeah, the orange laughy thing. That's just another dude. And so it's this whole crazy story. I mean, I got to show you some other pans here because it gets psychedelic as fuck here.
Damn.
When he's transmogrifying out here.
What's he pulling over his face?
No, he's pulling the thing off. He's pulling the.
Oh, he's coming
cocoon
out.
Yeah. But when he comes out, he realizes that he has no skin.
Oh my God.
And so then, he starts running around and he starts tripping out even fucking more, figuring out that his new body has these powers,
If you could do those drugs and then read, that would be a cool book.
Yeah. And then the pirate's I have what you really need, your skin. And he throws his skin down at him and shit.
What are you into, man?
It's crazy.
Crazy.
So I only got to right here because I was up in the mountains there, and I was kind of I should hike around. I should be active here. But it's called Abrax instead of just sitting there and reading. I mean, it was 95 degrees up there.
It's a little hot.
It's so fucking hot. When I was doing it earlier, and there was no weather, it was just 65 degrees and I was wearing sweatpants and shit. It was totally different.
65 degrees, I'm wearing sweatpants and shit.
65 degrees, I'm wearing sweatpants and shit. That's right.
No, 65 degrees, I'm wearing sweatpants and shit.
65 shit.
Yeah.
Got it. Smooth as fuck.
Smooth as AF.
Mm-hmm.
Smooth AF. Not.
Smooth as an AF. So what's that Gwen Stacy book about?
Nothing. I don't know. It's not about nothing, but it's about her. I just haven't read it yet.
Oh, because you're only watching the Jay Skizzy cover, huh?
I bought the J. Scott Campbell cover, yeah. How could you not? You want me to show it again? I showed it 700 times.
Yeah. Jay Snot Campbell, more because he's made of snot.
What, dude?
What, dude? This is adult time now. And alrighty, word. Okay, so Gwen Stacy. So you didn't read any of that to know what's going on?
Nah, I just brought it to show.
No, she's so cute.
She is really cute. I like brunettes more personally, though.
Brunettes have more fun, they say.
I've heard
That's definitely the saying.
I've heard that saying.
I know.
Heard that before.
Oh, I did want to tell you that
also have experienced
this guy, ladies and germs.
Experienced the fun.
I upgraded the Zoom here for a couple months, and so we can go longer than an hour and stuff.
Well, perhaps we shall.
Perhaps we shall. So,
I'm not gonna lie, I really want to get back to Final Fantasy VII though.
Guess what? Can I tell you some good news today? Tanisha and I decided on that we're going to buy a PlayStation 4.
That's the smartest thing I've ever heard.
Isn't that nice?
Why didn't you do that
I don't know. We bought it right before this started.
Maybe. Oh, you already got it.
Yeah. We don't need a 5. I mean, what's a 5? And you know what we did? We're gonna try the PlayStation.
What's a 5?
PlayStation Plus or whatever, where it's like subscription service.
You have to have PlayStation Plus, or you can't play online.
What?
You guys are very uninformed.
I have no idea. I don't even.
Why didn't you talk to me first?
I told Shay that you'd be proud. I was like, he's definitely going to be proud of us.
I'm actually kind of disappointed. I'm kind of disappointed. Because you should just wait for a 5 at this point.
Well,
because the 5 is going to be all sorts of backwards compatible. You can.
But I thought that's what the PlayStation Network allows you to just play like a bunch of old games.
It does. I mean, are you talking about maybe buying that the PlayStation like monthly thing where you can just stream games?
Yeah.
Okay, because there's PlayStation Plus, which you have to have.
Which is what, like a login kind of thing, like Apple ID.
Just a hand gesture, actually.
It's like an Apple ID kind of thing.
You get your gamer tag or whatever, but like
I'm gonna have a gamer tag.
Yeah, dude. But
Tapper69.
PlayStation Plus allows you to do like online features for a lot of the games.
Wow.
Some games you can't play online unless you have your PlayStation Plus up.
That makes sense.
There's Striznai Pliznai Plus up. Cool.
So it could be fun. So we can play video games now. Yeah. We could play Street Fighter over the internet.
I'm not playing Street Fighter anymore.
Manus says official Manus quit Street Fighter now. He doesn't play it anymore.
Nah.
Respect.
I haven't played it. I brought the arcade pad and everything to Texas,
and you're not doing any of it.
I haven't played it one time. I smashed on Resident Evil 2 remake, and then I started playing Final Fantasy 7 remake.
Amazing. Well, maybe now I'll start getting into some gaming. Tanisha had a specific game that she wanted to play too.
What was that?
Called Detroit Real Life or something like that. Detroit. It's like a Black Mirror style video game.
Never heard of it.
You obviously know nothing of games, so.
Nah, I don't know one thing. Is it like a Telltale kind of game where you make choices the whole time, or is it a like action-based game?
I did no research. I have no.
Oh, okay.
Why would I know?
What are you gonna play? Even what do you want to play on a?
I have no idea what I would play. Actually, I've been playing the Battle Chasers Night War on my iPad, so I have been playing that actually.
That's tight. That's like an RPG.
Yeah, which is it's not my favorite type of game, but
yeah, you got to learn to make the right choices in the battles.
Right. I mean, I'll get all the fighting games. I'll get all the Marvel vs. Capcom shit and any cool comic book stuff. Maybe that SpiderMan game.
You should. I'll make a list of games you should get.
I think that would be nice. Really.
I could help you out.
What about that one thing that game that everyone cosplays, Cuphead?
Oh yeah.
Is that PlayStation?
I think it's on a lot of the different, game services. You can just like buy it off of their stores to play on your shiznai.
Oh, that's tits.
Yeah, it's tiznai tiz.
Tiznai frizz. Cool.
Frizz.
What else books you get, Wise? You finished the.
I read this Spider-Verse story. Well, I really want to read these. I haven't read them yet, but my DC bookness is some soupies.
I can hear in the background.
I got to read these 3 issues of Superman.
Oh, that sounds boring.
Nah, it's probably tight because Bendis has been writing it, so I'm sure it's good.
Yeah, I haven't. Yeah,
I got to read these 2 issues of.
Who's on that? Grant Morrison still?
It's still Morrison and Sharp.
Oh, sweet.
Sharp or whatever his name is. And then I also have these other great DC books that I bought literally only because I love the artist. But
I'm gonna end the Instagram video here.
All right, kill it.
Thanks for joining us on Instagram, y'all. This will be out in podcast form very soon.
As I peace. Yeah, but anyways, these John Romita Jr. Batmans, and then I got these John Romita Jr. action comics, like
Oh, sweet.
four issues to read.
John Romita Jr.
Yeah.
Oh, that Year of the Villain thing seems pretty cool. It's got, I think
sure
Mafu did.
I haven't gotten around to it yet.
Mafu did like a one-pager Bizarro story for it.
That's pretty sick.
Yeah, I wonder what that type of gig pays.
Doing a one-pager?
Yeah.
Couple racks, I'm sure.
Couple Riznais.
Couple $1,000. It's got to.
I know, it really does.
It has to be at least that, if it's not more. If it was less than like $2,000, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah.
But then again, everybody's trying to get the most for nothing. So even the high ups, that's how they stay up there.
So are you talking about your next book?
Yeah, I have these Spider-Mans that I read all this Spider-Verse story.
Okay. And that's back with the Inheritors going on?
Nah, it's just Miles getting jumped
thrown back and forth. Yeah,
he's just jumping around a bunch of different universes. My phone's being stupid.
You have a nice like a rack right there for your phone.
Yeah, I got the whatchamacallit.
Oh, the tripod, our tripod.
It's a tripod. Yeah.
That you stole from me.
No one stole it. You left it.
I wanted you to have it.
You were like, you should use this more and make videos. And I've been doing.
It's flimsy and terrible.
No, it's not.
Ooh, very nice.
That was a good one, right?
Yeah.
But anyways.
Okay, so is there any new Spideys that you're really like, holy shit?
Not really. If I got to be honest, like going through the story was cool because they featured a bunch of the Spideys we kind of had met amongst, the Spider-Verse story and going back into Spider-Geddon and all that. But this kind of like showed a bunch of, I'll open one of these issues to show what I'm talking about. At the end of each issue, a bunch of like random new Spider-Mans would pop up. And I thought it was more of a fan thing, but in the last issue, they're all kind of flowing in the universe with, you see like Sea Spider here.
Oh, that's cool.
Sea Spider, what is that?
Spider Sting.
Yeah, a lot of like, there's only Spider. It's like a French one or something.
That's cool.
Different. What is it? Spider was bitten by a spider created in a space laboratory. That's what it is. As a result, he was very thick-skinned, protects him from extreme temperatures. He can also make his whole body glow so bright enemies are blinded. So there are a lot of these new spider beings that they put in the back of these issues, but most of these stories are really just they're just like calling back to like Spider-Man in this one. This one's cool because Spider-Man ends up fighting Carnaged out Spider-Man. Oh, and wow. Spider-Man has like Peter and Ben with her all the time. But
so who's inside of Spider-Man Carnage, like Carnage Man? Some other old woman?
No, it's Aunt May.
Oh, from two different universes.
Exactly.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because the other day when we were talking, you were like, in every universe, every person that was a Spidey might have also been a Carnage or a Venom or...
well, more so just in terms of multiversal stuff, it like they bring up the fact that like any decision you make spawns a new universe. Any decision. So there's trillions and trillions and trillions of really infinite multiple universes.
Right, where anything could have happened.
But yeah, I forget what the younger Spider-Man's name is, but she's Spider Sting and another Peter Parker's daughter. And she's the like Spidey Zero that's in control of the Web of Destiny now.
It was the web bandit of destiny, yeah. Peter. We're going to the rockin' because it's fucking insane, and it's
the new Guardians, Anime Parker, Spider Zero, and Miles Morales. They're the ones who are the Guardians of like the Web of Destiny.
Spider Zero.
This panel here kind of shows some of these newer. Newer spider people in there. Light's not crooking it too bad.
Swizzle stick. Whoa, who's that guy in the back with the white? Yeah.
Which one?
It almost looked like he had like a ski jacket on. He was like back kind of middle. It's got like white.
Yeah, no, this character next to Spidey. I don't remember Venom Sting or something like that. She's a new one
in the back there. Not the blue one, but below with the red head and the white body and.
Yeah. Oh no, he's like Spider Barbarian.
Oh whoa.
This fool.
Yeah, Sparbarian.
Yeah, he's like Spider Barbarian.
Oh, that's cool.
But they basically get a totem in this story to fix the Web of Destiny because Annie Mae is like in the middle of it getting suffocated and you know, Leopardon comes down and he's like,
oh yes.
It's fire. And we're like, oh, that's Takuya or whatever his name is. And then
Leopardon.
Spider One's all like, I couldn't do it or something. And Miles like, you got it, relax. And then they save Annie Mae, and then, you know, basically the Web of Destiny's preserved for now, and it's like the end. And then they're like, no, oh no, Spider Manly is the name of that character.
Wow, Spider Manly.
He's like a barbarian, web witch, bunch of different Spideys.
That's
mean,
awesome.
You know, like,
I mean, what an endless thing, dude. Like, I just love that about the whole Spider-Verse thing is like it could be fucking anything, anyone, any type.
Spider Monster is pretty tight.
Oh, that's like the Fing Fang Fumi style, like Spider Monster.
Yeah.
Okay, I read the first couple of those.
Monsters.
Yeah, and it's in that book, right? The first or second one.
Yeah, or the fourth
so
one.
Cool. Yeah. Oh, okay. So I read a few of those.
The first one, I don't know.
I mean, I thought I read the first one.
Spider Slinger or whatever. This
oh
guy's
my
tight.
god!
It's like the cowboy Spider-Man. He's tight.
Oh my god, that's so sick.
Yeah, that was a fun issue. He fights a scorpion character, like alternate universe villain. They're like taking advantage of this village, and Miles and Spider Slinger are like, Spider Slinger's like, they might not like too much around here, and he's like, is that racist? It's like, a little bit.
Kinda.
You gotta learn how to talk to people, guy. But yeah.
That's awesome, dude. I love it.
Yeah, it's a fun story, man.
I'll try to sell him my Spider-Man concept, remember? Wasn't that this Jamaican Spider-Man that I created that one time?
Oh,
he had like dreads for like a Can I Flip It way back.
And he was like rusted out. His costume was all rusted out.
Yeah.
What if you made I was almost like, what if you made like the fish Spider-Man character?
Like Spider Hippie.
No,
like Peter Parker dropped out of college and went on tour with the Dead.
Spider Tray.
Spider Tray.
Yeah.
But then he wouldn't have a secret identity?
I guess not. He'd be like,
a young Trey Anastasio was bitten by the radioactive spider. His then burgeoning spider skills, blew up, and now there's
comic.
Yeah, Spider Dude.
Killer comic.
Oh, that's awesome. That's so
He'd be
good.
Spider Dude, but eventually everyone would know him as
Spider Trey. Yeah, like Spider Gwen.
Or like it's like Trey was Spider-Man, so Spider Dude is who he is.
Oh
like
yeah,
Trey Anastasio. he like plays guitar
during the day. The mild-mannered guitarist for an international rock band, Fish.
Or like during the day, like trippy Tripperton, Trey Anastasio.
Trippy Tripperton, sober father Trey Anastasio.
Yeah, now
that's what you don't say.
Now sober father Trey Anastasio.
God, such a bad rap.
Who, me?
No, Trey. Everyone
Trey,
thinks he's just like such a drug man.
Well, you know, we all have our moments.
78% LSD human. Trey Anastasio becomes Spider-Man.
Spider LSD. That's pretty funny, actually.
That's good. Yeah, I should make a one-pager on that.
Yeah, all like drugged out Spider-Mans.
Do a Spider-Verse zine that's just like each page is a different character's like one-pager.
Of a Spider-Man
insane
on a specific drug.
No, I mean like Spider Trey, Spider Ali, Spider Q-Tip, Spider Manus, Spider
Manus is already in there.
It's already a thing, yeah.
I'm already a thing. I've even had the black suit on.
Yes, you have, and I have a very Starfleet-esque. Yeah.
You were Venom one time. I had to fight you.
And you were Carnage one time.
And you were nervous.
I love that intro we did for that one where it was
amazing.
Hey, this is the big coronavirus special, isn't it? Is that what we named it?
Yeah, quarantine special.
Quarantine special. That's way better. Yeah, the big quarantine special. Can I Thwipp it? We are back.
We're always back, dude.
We're always here and we're always back. We're always front to back. From front to back, and where my man is at in Texas now.
Coming back to LA on Monday, so
Los Angeles.
Los Angeles.
Sweet, dude.
Yeah.
So I've been doing a couple little like care packages, sanity packages from some comic book trades and stuff like that. And one thing I did right when it started was throw in all right. So I ordered one Turtles package from this guy from Hawaii. I traded him a wizard and filled in some of my Mirage run. Then I did a small one in order to get this book off eBay, Ninja Turtles Challenges.
Oh shit! That's not new?
No, this is from 1991, all by Michael Dooney. It's kind of like almost like a kid's graphic novel, almost like a manga. It's like small pages and
but it's
4x4s.
It's the mature turtle content, though, right?
No, not really. It's kind of like in between. I don't know. Actually, I've only read it once, so I can't say. I don't think it is kid stuff. I mean, look at this. So it's one story for each turtle about like the challenges of being who they are, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Hence the name Challenges.
That's a heavy part of Ninja Turtles that a lot of people don't really realize because all they know is the cartoon,
right,
or the movies. But I mean, I think
they just want to be normal.
Yeah, exactly. And the movies tend to show the struggles that, like, you know, Leo and Raph go through as brothers and shit.
Yeah.
Shows a lot of that. Donnie and Mike always kind of are like,
they're trying to keep it
easy going, but Leo and Raphael always have the like, I'm gonna fucking stab your neck if you don't watch out.
Well, and then we know, like, because we've seen it a few times in the comics and then some of the shows, like when Mikey's affected, when he's really like, dude, this gets serious, or he's left the team before, or he, you know, left and went out to Northampton other times. And
Mikey?
Volume 4, yeah, he became a writer. In Volume 3, he became a writer too. So he started doing that. And like, so when you start hitting Mikey, then you know, like, we're getting deep. Like in the IDW, he left after like Splinter, I think, went to lead the Foot Clan, and then he tried to bring them together to like make a good Foot Clan. But then Mikey was like, no, this is out. And then he joined with the Mighty Buchanimals, only to find out that they're evil too, and blah, 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 blah. TMNT IDW series. Check it out. Now, with that eBay turtle score, I also got this.
Oh, that's the joint right there. The last part of the main shit.
And this is the original.
That's where Shredder dies at the end, right?
No,
Shredder dies at the end of the first book.
Yeah, but he comes back, and well, see, there is some major. This is like
space, right?
No. This is after that. This is what.
God.
This is basically.
That's the movie.
Right. Yeah. It's the movie where they burn down April's dad's thing, and.
Damn, that splash is insane. Yo,
hold on. Look.
Let's make a bootleg shirt with that Shredder.
Dude. Hold on. Calm down.
Hold on yourself.
You haven't seen anything yet.
You just showed me that. Oh, that's right. Oh man, I remember this book. My cousin TT, shout him out. He had that. He had these volumes. Yeah, he had 1 through 4. Like
they're the first. They're from a publishing company called First.
That Shredder page. Let's make a bootleg shirt of that. Let's boot that shirt. I mean, no, let's not do that. But what?
Let's do it. This actually was recolored for a recent cover, like
wasn't it
Peter Laird, Shredder, and Hell
black and white? Wasn't that in black?
Yeah.
White too?
That's what I'm saying. This is the first. The brand is First Publishing, but that's how like the collectors refer to them. There's 1 through 4 of these first graphic novels, and it was the first time they saw colors. First time any of the turtles saw colors, and it's really rudimentary. I think it's like airbrush colors and stuff.
It's so good, dude.
Yeah. And this one starts with Leonardo, the Leonardo micro series, and then has like the next couple issues after that. It's so, and like when they first go to Northampton, when they're like in the woods and stuff.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah, you say you've seen this one.
When they go, that's April's like parents' house.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, and you know, like everyone's seen in the movies, you know.
Yeah. Wow, I can't believe you just pulled that book out. That was crazy.
$40 for that, for those two things. Also, the IDW TMNT, like the first trade of that. I'll give that to you if you want, man. I have all those, the Singy issues. So if you want to, you know, just see where because the IDW does re-envision the origin story in a very cool way. And then what else came with it? There's one other thing I thought. No, maybe it was just those 4 things.
I got to read these DC books. Just looking at them now, I'm going to read them tonight because of it.
because of how.
Dude. Yeah.
Yeah. So you released a song too.
I did.
Yeah.
Bad. Art by Berkey V.
That was cool art.
Dude, how sick is that art? It's Rally. It's this character right here.
From what?
Guns with Cats. Remember when we went
Oh, yeah, of course I remember that.
And I went crazy? GSM? Or, GSC. I love Guns with Cats.
GSC.
The vintage t-shirt of a Rally Vincent is expensive. I think really any anime vintage tee is expensive now. Like if it's if it's really legitimately old, the shit is, a couple $100. As like the SpiderMan t-shirts that game is just insane now.
I wonder how many of some of those Marvel shirts they printed. Like if there's really a ton out there, if not, like
there are more than not, and people kind of are just, it's like hype beast shit now. People I mean, like I'll talk shit all day, and like if anyone wants to fight or be who's more about Spider-Man, we could prove that. But just because you bought all these t-shirts doesn't mean you love comic book characters. It means you love vintage t-shirts.
Right.
Yeah,
that's all.
I mean, like, don't front. Go do the knowledge. Then you can say you love Spider-Man. Like,
yeah.
Go do that. Like, shout my man out. My man Chris, Vintage Marvel Addict on Instagram. His whole thing is blowing up with his, because of his collection. But because of the fact that he loved vintage shirts like that, and he was into that game, it got him to really respect comic books and go back and learn. You know what I'm saying? Because he's a young kid. He's not someone who could have gone to the comic store for 30 plus years. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, I mean, not like I could have, but I'm 20 plus years into it. I've been going to the comic store as long as that guy's been alive. But, it's like, I respect and appreciate the people in the vintage game that do that don't just hype beast it and aren't trying to take advantage of guys like me who want to like buy a shirt.
Hype beast.
Lisa just comes in on our
yeah,
shit.
He's just in. Yep, guest star.
The dog's got to go to sleep soon. What time is it? It's 9:16. But anyways, the vintage now is basically streetwear. So like, any anime thing that just looks cool, like celebrities want to wear and buy, and they'll spend mad money on it. So now it's worth the cheese. But people like me who want to collect Spider-Man t-shirts, it's tough, until they cut me my check. I'm not spending no cheese like that all day.
I hear your cheese, man.
But not for nothing too. Like I can't say I haven't profited from the game, because I've definitely sold shirts for a lot of money. Yeah. To the hype beasts, shout you out if you bought it. Like
shout out the hype beasts.
And ultimately, I'm not mad at you. I'm a little jealous I can't get my shirt from you sometimes. The shirts I want. So it's like, that makes sense. I'm a collector. I was getting made fun of because I love Spider-Man. No, people don't do that to nobody now. They're like, it makes sense. Everybody's a fucking nerd.
Yeah, I was getting that a lot too back in the day.
We went through the era where it wasn't cool to like what we liked, and people made fun of us. We endured the bullshit,
so that we can be here today and say, no, the X-Men movie was bad.
Yeah, I'm an expert.
Okay, read the books.
Straight up. I'm an expert. I did the knowledge.
Yes.
I didn't write the shit. But
the Dark Phoenix saga? Who are the Starjammers? You never heard of the Starjammers? Okay. You don't know Dark Phoenix. You know the movie. Get out of here.
You know about Scott's daddy? No.
Daddy.
Yeah.
Ooh, those Cyclops books are good, man.
Yeah.
I was into
that.
those.
Also, that was a fun time when you were making fun of Scott. He's so easy to make fun of, though.
What book was I reading where he was always... It wasn't the Cyclops, because that was back in Florida.
Like, it had to do with that, that team that came back from the future.
Oh yeah. You're right. When he was a kid,
it was the Poison story with the symbiote stuff.
Oh yeah, because those young X-Men were around for a while, and then they put them back. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. And then they send them back to their time?
Yeah, they're gone now. Yeah.
Okay.
That was Children of the Atom.
We gotta let the pups go to bed real quick.
All right, man. All right, so let's talk about some entertainment news. Let's get back into it. Entertainment to entertainment. Entertainment news. All right, so there's lots of things, as we were talking about at the beginning of the show today. Lots of entertainment things, that especially quarantine style, we've been binging.
Yeah, a lot.
Call me binging, little binging man.
Little Bingin' Joey.
Yeah.
Good old Bingin' Joe.
Yeah.
That sounds racist.
It's basically like, oh, he's just another cigar store binging. Or no, that's one of those wood statues, you know. That's still
I know what it was.
You are.
You're
all right. So we've been watching some stuff.
I've been watching Black AF.
Black AF. Me too.
That. I've been binging Final Fantasy VII Remake too, though.
You mean playing the video game?
Yeah, but there's a lot of story to that as well. Like I needed to remind myself of a few things that happened in the story before I view the ending of this game.
Gotcha. That's why you said you're catching up.
Yeah, well, there was a game called Crisis Core that relates to a character. In Final Fantasy VII, Cloud has like a brain lapse, or not a brain lapse, but he has an identity crisis. He thinks he's someone else, or he's acting like he's someone else. And eventually, playing Final Fantasy VII, you learn of the character that he thinks he is. They gave that character a lot of personality. They ended up giving that character his own game. That character even is featured in Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep. But wow. Zack Fair is the character, the soldier, the first-class soldier that Cloud thinks he is. Like, Cloud never really made soldier first class. But what hyped up his abilities was the fact that he was like left in a fucking chamber for 4 years, like Zack, injected with Genova cells and like was soaking in Mako energy. That's the energy in the game from the planet that like endures people with these powers. Gotcha. A lot of crazy shit. I could go on forever, but I don't. Think
I can see that for sure. I don't know if we
want to talk about Final Fantasy VII.
I don't think we should just go back and forth and talk. No, we're talking about entertainment news. That's video game news. That's a whole different segment.
I mean, I don't know. That's still entertainment, I feel like.
I guess.
Games could be entertainment. Maybe you should play Final Fantasy VII Remake when you get your PlayStation 4.
Maybe I should.
Yeah, what type you should.
It's an RPG, a role-playing game?
It's amazing, though. You want me to, like, play it?
No, I don't. It's
not
fine.
Right now, but at some point tonight, I'll show you the gameplay, and you can be like, wow, that looks fun. And
I've seen it. I mean, I've seen people. The story's rich.
It really is, though. Final Fantasy VII is probably the greatest RPG of all time.
One of the richest.
In my opinion, it is. I'm sure other people be like, no, this is popular. But like, fuck those people. It's a good story. Cloud Strife is lit, and Zack is honestly like the top-ranking, most popular character in Final Fantasy rankings.
Has it ever been done like comic books or like short movie?
Not that I've ever seen, but there's a Final Fantasy VII Advent Children, which is a story after the events of Final Fantasy VII.
That's what, like, that's a movie or something?
Yeah, it's a CGI movie.
Wow.
Final Fantasy VII, whatever they'd call it, as a live action movie would be fucking unbelievable. It'd be so good.
I feel like they're very weary about adapting some of these big games into movies because they don't want to, like, I don't know.
They tried to do Resident Evil, and look what that did.
It did really well. They did like 4 movies.
I know more than that, but it's like it's even past the point of like what the games are in any way.
Hold on, I need to turn my lights on, so it's going to change my whole thing. Here, hold on one sec. Computer, lights. Oh, much better.
Yeah, it looks good.
Now, see, I'm dark now, though, and the light's back, but it's all good.
You ruined it.
Oh, man, it's Manushka.
I can't lie, though. Final Fantasy VII and its story and its lore is definitely entertainment.
Yeah, it's definitely entertainment.
Yeah.
Look what you can do on this, dude.
Dude, am I coming to your house?
Check it out, man. Hold on. Don't say anything so we can get this. Wow, look. My video skills are pretty good. Look at little Manus here.
Yeah, I'm coming to your house.
Oh, he's coming into my house. This is pretty cool. That's like, I don't know. Like, pretty cool.
That Dead Space shirt is ridiculous.
What an amazing shirt.
Play that game.
All right. Well, we should just do that.
Play Dead Space?
Do you want to talk about about Black AF, hashtag Black as fuck.
I mean, yeah, it's a great show. It's Black hashtag AF, I think is how the show
Wow,
is.
that would make no sense.
It wouldn't, but is it hashtag Black AF?
Yeah. I mean, it's set up as like the daughter is making a documentary, which I think is a cool way to frame it. And obviously Rashida Jones is like good at that shit because she's been on The Office and Porks and Recreation.
Mm-hmm.
So
what's the name of the writer who's the star of the show though? Kenya Barris, or is that his name?
Yeah, I think that's his name. Yeah.
And he wrote, he
does all the Blackish and
he wrote Blackish, Mixedish, Grownish. He's done a bunch of movies and shit too.
Yeah, he's directing the new Coming to America or something. They talk about it in the show.
Right. Yeah.
He's
like sort of ties to reality.
Yeah. And Rashida Jones is in it, as we were talking earlier.
But she's playing a character.
She's playing his wife.
Jones, yeah. And she's a lawyer.
Yeah, but now she, doesn't work or something, and so
she doesn't work after the 6th kid. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Except for the fact that she's got a new book when they go on their trip.
Right, and she's like trying to be cool on social media and shit.
So funny. I thought.
Everyone, should I go move to New York with my daughter? What?
Yeah.
Rashida Jones, marry me.
Oh, you have something for Rashida, huh?
I hope so.
Dude,
I don't think so, dude. She'd be like, "You need to not read comics."
You need to not. You need to get these games
the
out of here.
Yeah, and then I'd be like, "Fuck this."
Is it you? Would you choose games over Rashida? Like, if you were given the decision, you could either, live with Rashida Jones for the rest of your life in loving matrimony, or never be able to play video games. Like with Rashida, there's no video games in the world
ever.
Like, no, you go to an alternate world where video games were never invented.
So I don't know about video games?
You have that knowledge, but you're still with Rashida.
Nah, dude, because you got to be you, and you got to do the things you love. And I don't know if I really do love Rashida Jones, but I think I could.
You got to be you, do what you do.
Exactly.
Like, who was that? Nike
I've had to deal with so many people rejecting me in my life already for who I am. It's like, I got to just, at this point, stick that out and be me until it's over.
Well,
if you could roll with Jan, you can roll with Jan. If you can't roll with Jan, then bye-bye, I guess. That's what it is.
Then bye-bye.
I'm doing what I can do to make it happen, but if it don't happen to your liking, then you can go that way.
You can go straight to hell.
Right down to hell.
I'm trying to use my phone light to light me up, but it's destroying my eyeballs. I can't do it.
Is Black AF the only thing you watch? What have you also?
No, I watched this show called Devs. Oh, I can't see anything now. It's got Ron Swanson in it, and he plays a guy who's developed like a software developer. He's like a software millionaire. And this girl and her boyfriend, it kind of opens on them like being all happy or whatever. And he's like about to get this new job, and then it fucking evolves onto all this stuff. No. It's like he's a younger dude. They're like a younger couple in their 20s. And Ron Swanson's like the big dude, the main guy. And you find out that he's actually got this new department, or this department Devs, where they're doing this like top secret research. The girl from Picard's in it, the actress from Picard who plays I already forgot all the characters now. The lady who's the cyberneticist, the blonde curly haired girl. Anyway, she's in it there, and Devs is like a secret development part where they're developing this like way to like look back in time or something, and they're doing all this crazy stuff. And that's a kind of a big spoiler, but not that big. Like you kind of figure it out after the first couple episodes.
You ruined the show for everyone.
Yeah, I did. Nobody listens, so maybe I'll bleep it out so you won't even know what I said.
I got a spear.
What if that was like just a giant vape that's like 2 feet long? Like how they used to smoke those long like wooden peace pipes,
Yep.
But it's actually just a long vaporizer.
Yeah, it's not. It's a stand for a phone.
So that show was really cool. Just fast-paced tech.
Devs.
Kind of
What's
Devs.
that on?
Hulu. FX on Hulu.
Okay, I've seen that name when I pulled Hulu up to watch the little.
Well, with Dave, if you're watching Dave, yeah. Dave is great, man.
It's
what a
good.
great show. I like watched 2 of them in a row because I missed a couple, and I was like, man, this show is so good.
Yeah, I think he's funny as fuck, as well as like the show's very smart in ways that they show like you going through getting rid of pieces of yourself or coping like, with pieces of yourself, all that kind of shit, you know?
Yeah, you know, all while trying to like live your dream and like do your stuff or achieve your.
The point is, don't give up on what you believe in, you know, ultimately.
Yeah, there's a pretty cool scene in the new one where Dave's like, the basis of the new episode is like it's his girlfriend's sister's wedding. So they're sitting around the table talking, and like Dave's like talking about, you know, like I was in the studio last week with Justin Bieber, like spoiler alert, Justin Bieber was in one of the episodes. And you're like, you know, holy shit. And so then everyone at the table is like, oh my God. And then like, you know, the girlfriend's like, and they're like, you shouldn't be a teacher. But
no, it's a heavy aspect on that like beginning of Hollywood life for people, because it's like, you know, you go to things like that. You know, if you're remotely anybody trying to be a part of some shit, you've been to some crazy parties. Like you've been to crazy cast parties before. I've been to some wild ass music parties living out in a place like that. But people from other spots and other places in the country don't like, they're so amazed by it. And I can't say like I wasn't like, oh, I'm at this party and that motherfucker's here right now before. But it's like, you know, it's just the same shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It becomes normal out here much quicker than like maybe you'd expect, you know?
Right.
Because usually if you move here, I would say in your first month, you're going to be out somewhere and you're going to see somebody and you're going to be like, oh shit, there's fucking James Marsden like over there, Cyclops.
Park. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you just see somebody. And
I was working at a pizza restaurant and like a bunch of different celebrities would come in there, you know? Yeah. Like Kevin Bacon pulled up before.
Wow.
I gave him his pizza and took his money.
When you're working at Lucifer's.
Correct.
Sweet.
Yeah, man.
That's cool. That's cool.
It. That honest. It's a cool pizza spot. You know, no pizza's like East Coast pizza, but like it's decent pizza for out in California.
It's pizza.
In my taste, I haven't had any phenomenal pizza in California.
Yeah.
It's the water.
It's not New York water. You're absolutely right.
It's just not.
No.
I will say the donuts in California are something special. It's a thing. The bagels in New York, the donuts in LA.
Yeah, because donuts are like at every corner. You know, there's all those donut shops and donuts. And
I heard you should only have like one donut a month.
One donut a month?
I heard that. Yeah.
I don't even really. I mean, I don't eat any donuts.
Good. It's good for you. I haven't had a donut in a while, but
maybe you should eat more donuts.
I can eat a lot of donuts.
Eat more donuts.
Don't actually eat more donuts if you want to live.
I think there was a teaser trailer, which was just a title teaser for the new Venom, like Enter Carnage film.
Venom 2.
Venom 2, yeah, like Carnage. Enter Carnage or
Venom 2 Maximum Carnage.
Well, yeah, they didn't go that far, but
that's me punching the Sony people for doing that.
What if SpiderMan's in it?
I mean, cool, I guess. The whole thing is thrown off balance by like not sticking to the script.
What I heard about something is like some movies that got pushed back, like the Ghostbusters movie got pushed back. And so now they have all this time, like maybe they could film a pickup. Like at one time when they were filming the original movie.
Well, they can't film anything because people can't work. They're not filming shit right now. That's the problem.
Yep,
there's no
work.
Yeah, there's no work. They're not putting together shit.
It's not like, oh, everyone, we have off time. No, that was stupid.
Yeah.
I'm going to cut this all out.
Why?
I won't cut any.
Probably not.
This is cool though. This is like a great new way to do this. And Dave Baker will be on next week's show. He couldn't make it this week. And I reached out to Jade, but next week we're going to try to have some people on the cast. And like, I think with Zoom, we could really just like bring people in. Say like, Well, like, because there's a waiting room too, so I can say everybody just like, whoever wants to get on will get in the waiting room, and then we'll let you in one at a time, and we'll talk to everyone for like a couple minutes. So we could run through a bunch of interviews next week.
That's the most fire thing I've ever heard ever.
Yeah, so let's spend this week setting people up. We'll record. You want to record Friday or Saturday next week, or even we could do Thursday. Let's do Saturday because still people will be working, and I don't know.
No one's working.
Some people are working, nurses, grocery store people.
Are those the people that listen to our show?
I don't know. I don't know.
Not that many.
Okay. All right. So when do you want to do it? Thursday?
Yeah, like after when new comics would come out.
All right. So then we'll
Maybe
reach out to a bunch of
Wednesday.
people. If you're hearing this now and it's in real time, reach out to us to be on next week's show. So we're going to continue it. We're going to keep zooming. And yeah. Anything else you want to say?
I don't think so. I think I really just want to play Final Fantasy VII right now.
That's cool. All right, let's go do it. I'll play here. I'll play Final Fantasy 1 on my Raspberry Pi.
Dude, play Final Fantasy 3.
All right, let's see if I have
I'm pretty
it.
sure you have that.
I have every game.
Flick to it. Let's find out.
You called my bluff. I'm not really going to play.
Wow. Wow. I definitely am going to play. I mean,
All right. I'm going to probably edit all this shit right now after I make dinner.
You always say you're going to edit it, but who does that?
Sounds fun. I'm going to do it. I'm going to put some stuff in the video. All right, dude. All right, let's get out of here. Can I Thwipp it? Till next week. Next week, everyone's on Thwipp it.
If you want to be. Yeah. I'll holler. We'll holler.
Hit us up.
We're going to holler at you.
Yeah. All right, so we're going to holler at some peeps.
Make sure you have weed.
I will.
Not just you, but whoever we holler at.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Next week, can I Thwipp it?